Hello my fellow pirates, welcome back to the channel. Today, finally, we're getting to the American taco versus the authentic Mexican street taco. I know you've been waiting for a while, but we're finally going to get to it. And it'll be our first cooking video of the year, and as you can kind of tell here, it's a little bit of a different recording style. We're doing an intro a little bit different. Got a good friend back there. Say hello for a second if you want.
Hello.
And he's been in a previous video. It's our buddy Christian coming back to help us out. And so just to kind of up the quality of the videos for today. And like I said, we're going to be putting the American-fied version of the authentic taco, known as the classic hard shell taco, against the authentic street taco as we know it in the States. So let's go ahead and get started and start listing the ingredients.
Here are the ingredients we will need for both recipes. For the American taco, you will need ground beef, shredded cheddar, shredded lettuce, and most importantly, the hard shell taco shells. For the taco seasoning, you will need cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, paprika, dried oregano, and chili powder. Now for the street tacos, you'll need carne picada, cut of meat, onion, cilantro, and the same seasoning that we will use for the previous recipe will be used to make a marinade, which consists of oil and taco seasoning with a hint of lime juice, and most importantly, we will need the base of the white corn tortillas as well. For anybody who lives in the United States, this is one of the easiest meals to make for a family, especially if there are no plans made beforehand. So with that being said, what we will do first is take the ground beef, put it into a pan, set the stove to medium high, and take a spatula and start mashing the ground beef until the beef has been made into small chunks. The taco seasoning will be mixed in with the ground beef to eventually be mixed in with the ground beef to create this deep brown color. During the process of cooking the ground beef and finishing it, set your oven to about 400 degrees and set a timer for about 7 minutes. Grab the hard shell taco shells and put them all into a tray, separating the shells as well a little bit further away from each other so they will bake evenly and cool a little bit faster. After 7 minutes, they should be done baking and be ready to be served. To assemble the hard shell taco, take a hard shell taco shell and layer the bottom with ground beef. Then a layer of lettuce on top of the ground beef. To finish, make sure to top it off with some cheddar cheese, or if you like the Mexican mix of cheese at the grocery store, you're more than welcome to use it.
Let's go.
Now for the street tacos, we will need diced onions and keep them in a separate container as well, or a bowl. And then once we're done with the onions, we will need to cut up the cilantro and then dice it up a little bit to make the leaves a little bit smaller. After we get the onions and the cilantro done, we will take the pre-marinated beef outside to be cooked on the griddle. If you do not have that, it's okay, you can also grill it in a pan as well. We will also be toasting or heating up the tortillas on the grill, on the other side of the grill, on a low heat so we don't end up burning them. But what you need to make sure to do on each side is to heat them up for 15 seconds on each side so you don't burn them, and keep them in a separate container, while also making sure to pay attention to the steak as well. You want to also have a good brown color on there and a little bit of a sear on the steak as well to give it that authentic street looking style of taco as well. And of course, at the end, make sure to quarter and maybe even eighth some limes, so you may be able to put some lime juice on top of your taco after assembly. Now to assemble, we will need the beef on the bottom on top of the white corn tortilla, the onions on top of the meat, and of course to top it off with the cilantro and with the pre-mentioned lime squeezed atop the taco itself.
I like this one better.
Yes. Now that we're done cooking, we're going to go ahead and do the interview section of the video before we get to me. Now we're at the interview portion of the video. This is Michael, my
Hello.
brother's friend.
Nice to meet you guys. Seven over there.
That's perfect. So from what you've eaten,
Yeah.
which one do you prefer so far? Do you prefer the hard shell, which is just basically Taco Bell,
okay.
or the
Yes.
street taco?
Now that's a really good question. You see, our normal preferable taco, the hard shell, and when you eat it, it crunches, but it breaks apart, and
Right.
then you can't just like get the taste that you're looking for because
Right.
it's hard.
Right.
You're like, let's say like real straight. Yeah, it's hard. Now, I go over to the other street taco. It's all layered, nice out. It has the onions. You roll it up. You can actually do that. You see, when you buy it, it stays there with you.
Right.
And then you can balance the taste of it. And it's just there.
Mm.
And you taste I can taste the salt, the dessert salt, the savory, and then you got the onions to like balance it out.
Mm.
And then the bread thingy.
Tortilla.
Yeah, that is really good too because it helps balance it out.
Yeah, it's not too brittle. It's not too firm. It's
Mm.
easy to
It's
eat.
just right. Yeah.
So that being said, who do you think will be the winner of this?
Like the taco?
Yeah, which taco do you
Oh,
think?
the
will-
street taco, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using that stuff.
Okay.
I've got my brother Evan here. We're gonna also talk about his opinion on it. Which one do you prefer, the Mexican street taco or the hard shell?
I ate them both in one bite, so that's good. My only complaint about the tacos was they were too small, but other than that, I think the hard shell taco was better.
That's just quite a surprise. Wow. Who do you think will win this one then?
The soft shell.
And we've got my special guest cameraman here, Christian. We're going to interview him as well. So, which one do you prefer?
The soft taco.
The street taco?
I always prefer that one.
Yes.
In general, because I don't like dropping everything on the floor.
Right. Right. It makes less of a mess.
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
I feel like the consistency of the steak was like perfect. So
Yeah.
way better than the ground.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree. Who do you think will win this one then?
The soft taco.
I figure. I've got my brother here, Seth, also known as Bobo Jet.
Bobo!
Bobo Jet.
You made-
Bobo Jet 76.
76.
Whatever. We'll figure out a number later.
Goodness.
So, as we've done before, which one do you prefer?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. My jawline's just too sharp. But I really enjoyed the tacos.
Which one did you
Which-
prefer?
I really think the hard shell taco was my favorite.
Oh wow, that's a surprise.
Yeah, but I think the best part about the street taco was putting on that lime. Made it just,
The lime really does that a lot. Yeah.
it really does, yeah. But yeah, I think that's. I mean, I think, how can I put it? I think that I mean, I'm not saying that like the street taco was terrible. It was great, perfect. But I think that crunch from that hard shell taco just made it just a little higher on the scale. If that
Gotcha.
makes sense.
So, which one do you think will be the winner of the video?
I know everybody else said street tacos, but I think hard shell tacos by far.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we got done with the interviews, it's my turn to really discuss my thoughts on the matter. Really, what's funny is I grew up with both. And I mentioned this previously in another video. Actually, I think it was the Jolly video I did, and mentioned the fact of like, okay, I grew up with both of these, and I really did, and they're really good. And my dad ended up getting into making street tacos, and rarely we would have hard shell taco, and rarely we would have like something like Taco Bell or something, or for what Oklahoma's known for, and technically Texas, Taco Bueno is where we would get hard shell tacos at. So honestly, I'm really torn. To be honest, I'm not sure which one I prefer. One provides something different, and ultimately I can figure out a winner for this. But personally, for me, I like both. I genuinely like both, and I'm at a point to where it's hard to really figure out what is superior in my head. And for like, and I was I was kind of surprised with how split it was with the interviews that we did, where it was like half street taco, half hard shell, which is kind of interesting. So as I'm sitting here and as I'm thinking about it, it's like, which one would I eat the most of if I had the choice? It would probably be the street taco, but I wouldn't mind if we have like, I don't know, if we have like a taco night or something, and we want to do something simple and easy to make, you know, hard shell, ground beef, it works for me. But if I'm wanting something like actually authentic Mexican food, bro, I'm going to get street tacos. Especially birria, but that's a whole different category of taco. That is good. But these were good too, and the process of making them was fun as well. Made it a little bit more simpler, cooking the steak, cutting the onions, making sure to add lime. The lime just adds everything. And I know for a lot of you are probably thinking, okay, why didn't you add like sour cream, tomatoes, onions to the hard shell taco? It's like, well, when it first came out, it didn't have all that stuff. It only had the ground beef, the lettuce, and the cheese. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. And let's just be honest. It's like I just wanted to have something that was a little bit more simple between the two, and have a little less time to kind of in the process of making it. So we didn't have to record as much, but still get a decent amount of a video. Because like, as you can tell, we're recording off a different camera now, and so we're trying to waste too much time. So. But with that being said, the winner, I think it'll probably be obvious to all y'all, even though it was split down the middle, surprisingly and non-surprisingly, the street taco beats out the hard shell taco for the video. Well, that was quite the interesting video today, guys. I'm glad we got an opportunity to finally get this done. After this, I got some editing to do, which is going to be really, really fun. And I'm going to have an extra editing friend with me. You can come into shot. This is as you know, this is Christian. He came in for the Spider-Man video a while back, and he helped out with the camera. This is his camera. He is a Mondo camera guy. And Josiah is fantastic at camera work too, but he's up the game, especially with this kind of camera. It records in 4K, and we'll be taking a look at the video software that I have and seeing what we can do for the video. And I really do look forward to editing this and uploading it as soon as possible. So with that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video and want to be a part of the Bernhardt Pirate Brigade, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe, and ring the bell for more future uploads. This is the Captain signing off, and the special guest cameraman. I thank you again for watching. I bid you adieu. I'm out. Peace.